Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Chart Mojo. In today's video, we will see one of the biggest mistake done by the new participants into the market, and especially I am talking from the option side of view. Okay, option buying especially. So the key mistake which we all do when we start our option journey. Okay, ideally, if luck is with us, then we may see a good streak in the first attempt only. But if our start is rough, we definitely see a big loss in our capital, and sometimes our capital also get wiped out. Why? So this is because of only one reason, that is position sizing. So most of the time, if I say 90% of the time, position sizing is the only issue there. So you might have heard position sizing a lot of time, okay, and you might have seen it and then ignore it, okay. So because of position sizing, those who are there in the market for a long period of time, they are able to control their exposure, their risk exposure, and they know that if the trade is risky, they might reduce their position size. And if they are doing a normal trade, there is a normal trade signal which they are getting, they will not overbreach their per trade exposure, okay, or per trade limit which they have assigned. What usually happen with us when we come new in the market is that if we get lucky somehow at the start, then we will simply start increasing our risk per trade, okay, or you can say we give more exposure to a particular trade. To understand this, what we can see, let us assume person A is having, let us say, a normal retail participants in the market comes with a 2 lakh capital. If person A is holding 2 lakh capital in the start, okay, when he starts the trading, we can see 2 lakh becoming, let us say, 2.30, okay, without any position sizing or position control, okay. And then let us say simply this person A start to scale, or let us say start to become overconfident about his view in the market, and now start taking bigger trades, okay. So if the position size is not equal and it is varying dynamically, okay, it is changing as per his view, then what happened is, when the series of losses start accumulating, okay, this same capital from 2 to 2.3, then it will start to go again to 2, 1.5, 1, okay, zero point 0.8, then finally 0.3, and then 0, okay. Why this happened? Because we are not seeing that a risk which we are taking for a per trade is a lot when we are dynamically sizing the position. If we see another example here, a person B who is coming with 2 lakh again in the market, and he have decided that he will only allocate, let us say, 20,000 per trade, okay. Let us say he will only put 20,000 per option, and it is the max he can put, and usually 15k, okay, is the limit per trade, and he puts a stop loss, okay, for, let us say, about again 20% here as well of the 20%. So ultimately on 20k, okay, 4k is the max risk, okay. This is uh just a assumption we are taking. So it comes to 2% on overall capital. So if this guy makes again from 2 to 2.3, When the series of losses hit, he may go to 2.1, then simply again, if the drawdown is severe, he will go to 1.8, 1.6. Okay. So, in this case, there won't be a very drastic fall. Again, now, if we see the person A, his psychology will become, you can say, very disturbed when he's new in the market, because he have seen uh, making good money, okay, or let's say making some money in the luck or in the start, and then losing all, and then the temperament and view towards the market changes. Okay, here what makes us to change the size dynamically, it is to become rich very quick. So in the market, if we want to become rich very quickly, you have to increase your risk. Okay. At the same time, whenever you increase your risk, you are taking a very, a bold step, because if you want to become rich very quickly, the risk taken for every trade is very high, especially if we are dealing with the small amount of capital. In our case, we are considering 2 lakh as our average capital which we see. So if you want to go from 2 lakh to, let us say, a good amount, 10 lakh or 20 lakh profit, the risk taken will be quite high if the market participant who is approaching, in our case person A, is not aware of various things about the option, about the techniques which one can use to eliminate, or can say to keep his mind cool and calm whenever the trade goes wrong against him. Now, because of this simple reason, okay, what we do, let us consider one more setup, like a discretionary one. If I'm getting a breakout, let us say a ascending triangle breakout, a very good trend, okay, a very good trend is being forming here, I am getting a pattern, final I got a breakout here, simply putting 40 to 50k in this one single trade on 2 lakh account. Okay, what will happen, 25% exposure of whole account is on this breakout. Okay, now we know definitely uh this breakout can go sideways or can go down, but here option is bought, okay, with the 25% of the whole account, and then if this trade goes south, or you can say if this trade go down, then simply the option premium is eroded, and he will definitely see a loss of, let's say, if even SL is there, there is some bad news, there is a big gap down, this kind of trade can happen with us, simply it will come down to 1.6, or whole 50k will go if he is holding till the end. So let us see now person B. If he would have traded, he would have simply made, okay, on 2 lakh max. If he is taking positional trade, then he should be aware that if he want to take a positional trade, he can slightly reduce more risk, because there can be a gap up or gap down opening. So the desired level of stop loss which you are expecting that this position will get eliminated, if it reaches 2% loss, okay, it won't happen, because due to some bad news, if there is a big gap down in our case, then there can be a good loss. So 15k is the exposure we might take on an positional trade. Okay, now even in this, there is a, again, a very good risk. So we have taken two example, and we have seen if we don't size a trade properly, then we can be in trouble definitely, if not within next 10 to, let's say, 30 trade, but coming 50 or 100 set of trades, you will definitely be seeing a good wild swing in the equity curve. Okay. Now, what are the ways which you can think of to eliminate this problem? Okay. Usually, as we have seen in our example, person A is new in the market and there is a good aspiration and wants to become rich, okay, very quickly. So the position sizing is varying. Okay. If we may ask someone or a person like that, why you are risking so much of money on one trade, the answer would come, because I feel, or there is a gut feel, or the setup has worked all the time. So if historically a setup has worked, it's not that again it will work with the same accuracy. Okay. There can be an issue, there can be series of losses with the same setup that can hurt your overall account. Now, ways to overcome, first of all, if you are new in the market, okay, completely new in the option side, okay. So what you need to do? First step, whoever comes to us, we simply say to them is to start with mock trading, okay, mock trading. And if someone who is already there in the market doing equity trading, then he or she can directly go to, test with small amount. Okay. Now you will ask, sir, in mock trading, whenever we do, there is no emotion, or there is no you can say disturbance in the psychology. Why? Because that is a fake money. That is true. But if you do mock trading, you will come to know the behavior of options. Okay. Because it is not like equity. If, let us say, if we see a breakout in Reliance, equity is going up, still you will see sometime the option value is not rising very quickly, sometime it is remaining stagnant. Now, to understand all those concept, and to clear your concept, and to get your, and to simply be aware of those rules, why this thing happen in options. Okay, so this is because of, let us say, theta is eroding, or let us say there is some event, or you can say future is trading at discount, or something like that. Any reason can be there. So number one is to do mock trading for at least 6 months. If you are new, if someone is already trading in the equity side, he or she can trade. Okay, do mock for just 2 months to get hands on. Okay. Then the second step comes is the test small account. Okay. Now this small account can be of as per your capital. Okay. Let us say someone wants to do options, especially buying option buying, let us say with a 10 lakh, then I will say for testing phase, just put 20% of your capital. Okay. So in test phase, just put 20% of your cap and try to see what you are doing. Okay. Are you able to manage the risk? Are you able to manage the fluctuation in M to M? You will see some days where you are in green, and then you will end up in red. Sometime you are in deep green, still you will not earn a single penny from the market. You will see you are ending up neutral. So 20%, you should only use 20% of capital, okay, in the test phase, and try to learn in the actual market. And in the third phase, finally, you will do actual trading. Okay. You can see, I would give a simple analogy that whenever we are new, okay, if we are swimming, if we are try to learn swimming, we go to swimming classes. What they teach us is to paddle. Okay, they will give us a floater, we are paddling, and we are trying to stay float. Similarly, while we do mock trading, okay, we'll try to learn with the fake money to able to sustain in the market. Okay, we will understand the nitty gritties of market, what usually happens in the market, some of the pattern you will see repeating. Okay, then you will be familiar with the market moves, how quickly or sometime how it is very slow, uh, and you will deal with n number of emotions while you take a trade. Even in mock you can simulate those, because you can keep a condition in mock trading as well, that unless and until you are having x percentage of return in mock, you won't proceed the next step. Then test phase is like you are trying to float in the pool without the floaters or without the external help. Okay, at that time you know some of the concept. Now you are trying hand with the actual markets, and in the third phase finally now you are aware about it. Okay, you're a confident swimmer, you try to learn advanced technique such as butterfly or n number of strokes which are there. Okay, so whenever you try to do new thing, you should go in such a manner. What I see or what we see usually when people come to us and they share their experience, some of them are directly jumping into the market without going through this phase, and then burning their hands. So guys, now usually why it is that we directly jump into the market, okay, and we generally think that we can manage. And the primary reason is that because it seems very easy. Okay, there is no you can say there is no exam, or you don't need any certificate to jump into the market. And you will start, some of you will definitely start with a small amount. If it is lost, then again you will refill the small account. If it is lost, you will again refill. So instead of doing this, simply go through a slow step. If you want to do in option buying, you go through this step, do mock trading, do test phase, and then do actual trading. If you want to do even option selling, you can go from the similar phase as well. As I don't do that, I'm not the right person on that side. But definitely if you're doing buying, I would suggest you to go through this phase, because it is a very natural instinct of us. We see our money is losing, we will do average even in option, and one or two trade it will work. And if we see the other trade, if we continue to do the same, we will burst our account sooner than later. Okay, so guys, I made this video for those who are new in the market and they are doing wrong position sizing. Okay, and they are not going through the process. Okay, and it is not that if you are not finding comfortable with the options from the buying side. Okay, in the 6 months of mock trading, you think, oh, it is not, I can't do it, it's too tasking. You need to be aware in the market, you need to be there, you need to be monitoring. Okay, you can't do, you can see investments, you can see positional trading, you can see option selling strategies for a month. There are n number of ways you can look for. So this is, if you follow this way, I think this will definitely help you. So guys, this is it. If you find a video helpful, then do like and share with your friend. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe, and we will meet in the, bye guys.